You've probably heard it 1,000 times. Raise your vibrations to match what you want to attract. But pause just a moment. Do you know how to do that? Really? Do you even know what that means? And how come seemingly miserable people sometimes get what they want? In this video, we're going to explore the myth of what raising your vibrations means and what you really should do to manifest anything you want, even when you're feeling low. Hi, I'm Trevor, and I spent more years than I care to count or remember as a younger man, broke, lonely, often heartbroken, and wondering what on earth I'd done to deserve such misery. The law of attraction threw me a lifeline, but I came to see that there's a lot of hocus-pocus ideas bandied about that make it seem as though you need to get those right if you're to have any hope of manifesting. Eventually, I came up with my own no-nonsense, down-to-earth way of manifesting, and today my life is gorgeous. I have a wonderful wife, we met and married in 2006, money in the bank, and I only do what I love. If you'd like to know more about my non-woo-woo approach to the law of attraction, I suggest you download my free ebook, Let's Manifest a Ferrari. I'll put a link at the top of the description. I want to begin by looking at the science, and then we'll explore what works in terms of attracting what you want and what doesn't. And then I'll show you what to do instead. So the science says that everything in the universe, including our thoughts and feelings, is composed of vibrating energy that can be transformed, but not created or destroyed. No argument there. Everything is made of energy, energy vibrates, and it can change its form. But now, the law of attraction teachings expect us to take on board the next statement as if it were science too. In essence, it says that by understanding and harnessing this energy, we can influence our reality by aligning the vibrations that match our desires and intentions. Except, in 30 plus years of studying the law of attraction, I never came across a single teacher who could help me understand how to harness the energy or what raising my vibrations entailed, much less how that would cause my desires to manifest. Suppose you have a growing family and you want to live in a much bigger house with, 6 bedrooms and a paddock for the horses. But you don't have the money, not even close. What's the vibration of living in a house like that? How does it feel to be that rich? Even if you could take a decent stab at that, assuming you've never been that wealthy, so you have no reference point, how are you supposed to sustain your raised vibration long enough to manifest the money and the house? The next time a final demand bill drops on your doormat or your inbox, your vibrations would drop like a stone, wouldn't they? To be fair, we all know when our vibration is raised or lowered. Do you imagine your vibration is higher or lower when you're doubled up laughing or dancing full out, for example? How about when you're worried about something? Clearly one is higher than the other. And people who have happy, bouncy energy are generally more attractive than people who spend their lives moaning and fretting about life. So in a general sense, we can say that higher vibrations are more attractive than lower ones. And we could also make a case for saying we have some control over our rate of vibration. Any of us can think of happy times, for instance, but that's still very hard to sustain when what's on your mind is an urgent need to pay the bills before the bailiffs arrive. In fact, I go as far as to say that it's when our vibration rate drops, it's then that we become aware that something's wrong. And those are precisely the times when we try to invoke the law of attraction because we're in urgent need of help. So when our vibration changes, it's our guidance system telling us to take some corrective action. But trying to raise your vibration as if that was that corrective action is like trying to deal with the oil warning light on your car dashboard by removing the bulb. The truth is, your vibration rate will rise all by itself when you feel some relief. What you need is an answer. And what's more, you can't possibly match your vibration rate to some circumstance or external object like falling in love or living in a big mansion if that circumstance or object doesn't exist in your life right now. It's even more difficult if it's never existed in your life because you have no idea what it feels like. Someone once pointed out that when Warren Buffett and Bill Gates meet, which apparently they do sometimes as their friends, it's highly unlikely they ever discuss money because for them, money is a given. It would be like having friends round for dinner and constantly drawing attention to the wallpaper. It's just there in the background. So, for people as wealthy as Mr. Buffett or Mr. Gates, I suspect the answer to the question, what does it feel like to be very rich, is ordinary. What else could it be? Which leaves us with the question, if I wanted to raise my vibration to attract extreme wealth like Warren Buffett's or Bill Gates's, should I try to feel ordinary? The point is this, manifesting isn't caused by the rate of your vibration, and there's no requirement to raise it. That will happen naturally. What causes that natural higher vibration is the knowledge that you can trust the universe to deliver, and there's always a way. Let me illustrate this with an analogy. Suppose a beloved pet falls ill. Nothing you do seems to help. You rush the poor animal to the vet, who says, "It may take me a while to figure out the best treatment, but I can absolutely promise you your pet will be well again very soon." There's no doubt the animal will be well. You may not know for sure how soon that will happen, but the vet has given you unequivocal assurance. The animal will get better. As soon as you have that assurance, you will feel relief. Your vibration just raised. The universe is better than any vet. There's always a way, and the chances are you can't see what it is. After all, if you could, you wouldn't need help in the first place, would you? So you have to trust it. And once you relax into that, your vibration's raised and they stay raised. The truth is, manifesting comes from a quiet place inside, from tapping into higher guidance that we all have access to, not from forcing positivity when you feel anxious or terrified. It's about being still and listening to the nudges from within. There's more about these answers in my free ebook, Let's Manifest a Ferrari. There's no fluff or woo-woo nonsense in that book. I just get straight to the heart of how to manifest. Check it out and see for yourself. The link to download your copy is at the top of the description below this video. Forget about raising your vibrations the way the gurus tell you. The words sound good, and the way it's said often makes you feel like it would be rude to ask what they mean. Focus instead on quieting your mind and listening to your inner wisdom. I have another video on how to do that, so I strongly recommend you watch that one now while this is fresh in your mind. I'll put the link in the description and up on the screen as well. That's where the magic happens, in the silence. And going there with intention to manifest will raise your vibrations automatically, a bit like your oven knows how to keep the correct temperature once you've set the dial. There's nothing more you need to do. My message is simply this: stop chasing your dreams and make them come to you. You're not a magnet, but you and your dreams are both made of vibrating energy. The vibrational match isn't something you can force, but it is a thing you can just allow to happen. It's natural, and I hope that in this video I have at least encouraged you to try. And one more time before I close, my very down-to-earth guide to manifesting, Let's Manifest a Ferrari, is available free of charge from the link in the description below. grab yourself a copy. It's free after all. Thank you for watching. Happy manifesting, and I'll see you very soon in another video.